Welcome to Gamers Rise Up on Extremely Live. This is the ultimate gaming culture podcast. I am Micah Rock and Roll, and I am here with Sam Schild and Millicent Osnes. What the hell is up?
I don't know who should answer first, but I'm going to today. In that it is good. So when I'm not doing a podcast, this is my snack corner where I just put all my snacks. And so I'm looking at what I got going on over here, and I'm gonna do a little show and tell.
Ooh.
We got some nice nori, little rice.
Those like
crackers.
the crunchy snacks with seaweed.
Yeah, very good. If you haven't had them, I got some cookies, they're biscuits, the chocolate.
Petit acoliere.
Oui, they're muy delicioso.
Yeah, those are good.
They're so good. And my mom would buy them, but only on rare occasions, so she would let us have one every once in a while.
My parents never allowed me to have any types of foreign treats.
USA only.
Yeah.
Only American. And I have cookies, another kind of cookies.
Oh yeah, Andrew Tate's cookies.
See, that's fair game for me. Hey.
And some pretzels.
Damn, you are Snack City.
Girl. I love them. And then I
was a little behind before the show, and I rushed to just make a little something to snack on, and I made a peanut butter toast with honey and banana slices. I haven't had that in a while. It's pretty good little snackaroo.
God,
fuck. I know.
Sounds good.
It was pretty good.
God damn it.
Opening another snack.
Oh, what's this? A little kush?
Just a nice little...
Oh!
Right off the box, it always smells so good.
I was watching some video with some like British intellectual type, and he's like going on and on about the state of culture and blah 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 blah, and then he just rips this vape, and it just made me laugh so hard.
That's disgusting.
Everyone vapes. I think I might be the last person on earth who doesn't like have a vape habit.
I mean, good on you. It'll happen.
By the grace of God, I kicked my elf habit.
Damn.
Unless he hangs out with me.
Unless I see anyone who has one, that shit is in the rear view for me.
But Marshall.
A little Marshall sighting.
She just gave me a snack. Sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry interrupting.
Yeah. I'll say I dramatically cast it aside for the last time.
Whoa.
I've been, as I've said before, spending hundreds of dollars, throwing it away dramatically each time, and this time, I really did it.
You hucked it into the ocean?
And
you fucked it into the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
With your penis?
Fucked it into submission. the only way I know how to do it.
That's right. You gotta fuck your addiction into submission.
Just keep fucking it. But the next time I drink outside of my own room, I will not be hitting a vape.
Good for you.
I'm still going to, just to tempt you.
I can almost taste it through here. That sweet, sweet Miami mint. God, fuck.
Here, have some.
Oh my. Man, I gotta get into some new drugs.
Yeah, you could start doing some chew.
Is that fucking kratom you're drinking?
This is kratom, you're right. And you know what? I started seeing all these videos about like the quote unquote health benefits of nicotine, and it just was like, what is going on? Like, it helps me focus and
thinking critically, thinking about conspiracy theories, thinking hard, thinking fast, thinking about important shit, doing making notes.
Exactly. But yeah, it just made me crave nicotine. Marshall's a nicotine gum hound, so I grabbed a piece of nicotine gum last night, popped it, was up all night watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Hell yeah, brother.
Getting ripped on nicotine gum, baby.
Did she used to smoke, Marshall?
I think like casually. I think she just really likes nicotine. I don't think she was ever like addicted. It is fun.
It's so good.
There's one year I was dating a girl who smoked, and I ended up smoking like half a pack a day for a year straight. And cigarettes are fun, kids. Be careful.
They're so good. And I started, the worst way to start is to impress a boy. I started smoking, and I had a smoking habit for many years to come.
Was that, it's not the same boy you were trying to impress with your homemade video game shirts, was it?
No, this was in college.
Okay.
College, I started the nicotine habit for a guy who was like a Marxist asshole and creed. And it didn't work. I did puke on him.
Nice.
Because of the first cigarette. I was quite drunk. And yeah. Well, actually, it did work out pretty good. He loved me. He fell in love.
It's
But
nice
I think that was my
first...
cool feminine wiles.
It's nice that first like 2 seconds of getting puked on when you yourself are really hammered, where it's kind of warm and it hasn't really kicked in yet. That is
That's vomit and not a hug.
But then you go into like an emotional spiral trying to decide whether or not you want to like get mad.
Yeah, or get horny.
Amazing. Or
Yeah, man, that's laced with pheromones. Female puke?
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Yeah, pheromones come from your stomach lining.
It's just pure stomach acid, baby.
Yeah.
Are you big pukers?
No, actually. I have a hard time puking. Even when my stomach really, really hurts, my entire being resists puking for some reason.
Do you ever do the finger down the throat?
I do. I do end up doing that sometimes, just to like get rid of the stomach ache.
I do that if I'm like slightly drunk, and I'm like, seems.
Yeah, that's a girl thing. They love going into the bathroom and puking.
I know, because there's always some girl that you made best friends with 5 minutes ago that will hold your hair and die for you.
Nice.
I gotta say, there is no more accepting, wonderful place than a woman's bathroom at a club.
Sisterhood.
I have so many
phone
numbers in my phone of random girls that I've met, and every single time it's like, I love you, let's hang out. And I know that everybody just says like, let's hang out, and then we don't, but like this time, let's hang out. And I never talk to her again. And
wow, that's beautiful.
I gotta say, I think boys gotta get in there, like with their bathroom, not our bathroom, and you gotta really start just opening yourself up completely to a stranger.
Beautiful. Helping each
Maybe
other
hold
piss.
Their penis.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit. I think it could go a long way.
Just be like, lean over to the urinal next to you and be like, you got a great cock, dude. We should hang.
Yeah, and then you whisper in their ear and say, I love you.
Do you lift? We should hang out, bro.
Start like holding their muscles, and they just like keep saying like, no homo. But like, I love you.
Are you feeling this energy that I'm feeling in this bathroom right now? Are you I'm thinking I might want to be your friend. What's
your number? Give me your number.
I might want to be your friend and fuck you right in your mouth. Tonight, tomorrow, whatever.
Every night, let's get married.
You know, like how friends do.
Like how friends do.
Just friends hanging out. You get pissed for that. There's no women.
Tony. I do. Okay, wait. This is a tangent. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
So I talked to a guy. I went to a little shindig, and I talked to a guy who is a therapist this is another thing about like the difference between guys and girls, so we need to make things more accessible to men. And he's a therapist that does Dungeons and Dragons therapy.
Ooh.
And it's the smartest thing I've ever fucking heard.
That's
Because it's
pretty
just like,
interesting.
I'm like, are you teaching incels not to shoot up schools? Is that like with team building exercises and
That is
finding
cool.
camaraderie with your human
Is
counterparts?
Are the monsters like Uncle Larry at the cabin?
Yes.
Yeah. How did the level 10 wood elf make you feel?
You gotta roll an 11 save if you want to escape Uncle Larry. I'm telling you, these die. They're random, they're standard legal, but I'm telling you, they've been on the lower side this time.
It's not looking good for you, Tim.
If you
I
roll
gotta
a
be
critical,
honest.
you can shoot him in the head. So that's something.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I support that. I like that.
I think it's amazing.
I
Because
saw-
it is.
Oh yeah,
'cause
go
guys,
ahead.
I guess like more like therapy wise, it's like therapy's made for women, where it's like just talking shit out, gossiping, and boys is more activity based, where it's like fixing a deck or whatever. And so it's, I don't know. I'm just saying, we have some listeners. They might be nerds. Who knows? But check it out, because it might be pretty good. And it
Yeah.
is. I might do therapy now.
You know-
D&D therapy.
Yeah.
I think
Nice.
what might be the biggest help to straight men out there is if everyone could just give them a bathroom break. And what I mean by a bathroom break is stop cracking down on public homosexual behavior in bathrooms so hard.
You're so right. You're so
I mean,
right.
if you guys just would lay off us on that one, I mean, things would be
Yeah.
things would be very chill, and you'd see a big switch in who's voting for who, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that ultimately this could be big, huge. You know, this would be huge for straight guys.
Yeah. There should be a glory hole in the bathroom that says the therapist is in on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boyo. Have we gotten up into to any gaming, any movie talk, any TV talk?
I have, sir. I've done some gaming.
Oh,
So I
shit.
beat the first part of Hades,
Woo!
and then I realized there's more, and I'm doing it 'cause
Really?
I'm a little completionist. Yeah, because like little spoilers here.
That's fine.
Once you beat Daddy 10 times, you get Mom to come back to hell with you.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, and she is like, and everyone's like, well, Olympus, all the gods are gonna get pretty fucking pissed about this.
Whoa.
I don't really know why. They don't really say why. I guess just because they're all horny. And so then so now I have to like be besties with all of the people with Olympus. So I have to give them my nectar and they drink it. And then, and so then I don't know. I'll let you know how it goes. And then I've been playing Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah.
And it's fun. And we're bad at it. We're very bad at it. I don't think we've gotten out of the tutorial yet.
Mm.
What's it feel like? Like as far as what it's similar to or whatever.
It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Straight up, yeah.
It's like you roll dice
Got it.
and
Got it,
shit.
got it.
And I'm like
That's-
a real sassy gnome.
You roll dice in a lot of tabletop games. Okay. That doesn't
Okay,
exactly
okay.
narrow it down.
Oh my god.
Jesus fuck. God damn it. Sorry, continue. I just get a little uptight about this kind of shit.
Sam's having vape withdrawals. He's just
Yeah,
snapping on
Sam-
everybody.
Sam just broke a bunch of twigs he has in half.
God damn
Which
it.
don't bring twigs inside anymore, Sam. Just so you can break them.
There are so many cool shapes, though, man. I think you're going to regret that asking me to do that later, man.
Yeah. Well, not when you're gonna snap them in half every time.
Just makes more shapes. I've heard it multiplicity.
Good point. Good point.
But yeah, so I've chosen to be sassy,
Nice.
which I'm never sassy in games, so this has been great. And I think we've made the wrong turn at every opportunity to do something. Where like the first thing is like there's a tentacle monster on the ground, and Ryan decides to like kiss it, and it doesn't go well. And like then we have to fight this giant like real strong guy, and we almost die. And also, and then I move, and then we go, and I think we break up a fight that would have really done us good, so we didn't have to fight all of them. Like if they killed themselves, it'd have been good for us. But no, I broke it up. But I was like, hey guys, don't fight them, fight me.
Damn.
Essentially.
If I had a nickel for every time I've said to some kind of scary figure, take me instead, I would have fuck you money, as Joe Rogan says. I'm sorry, continue.
Oh yeah, so
I'm sorry.
Then we meet a vampire, and he tries to suck my blood, and I give him a little because I'm generous. And then he's just so cocky, and I hate him, and he's weak, and he's a rogue, and I'm a rogue, and I don't like the competition, so I make him stay at the camp. But because he's so full of himself, I sold his clothes, and I was just hanging out in camp and you can see dong. They show full dong, and so there's a lot of these scenes where like these two people are talking really seriously, and you can see him in the background just reading a book with his dong out. And it makes me real happy. So, and then like some other shit happened. I don't know what's going on right now. We're like fighting people, and I wasn't listening that hard.
So it's multiplayer. Can you play in like a multiplayer file by yourself, or do you have to wait until everyone's together? Or
I think that he could play without me. He could just get like either the naked guy or another character that we also have just chilling at camp, and he could replace me with one of them.
Right.
Because my coworker might play with us, and we'll zoom him in. Because I make really good jokes.
That's true.
It was fucking crazy. We might just have to switch it all.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Yeah. I say dude a lot. I turn into like a 12-year-old boy. And I call them all fuckheads. It's a thing. It's a part of me you've never seen, and maybe you should. But look, all the listeners should go to the Instagram, because I've been taking some photos of the screen. I'll post a little album of dude in the background with dong.
Yeah.
I'll censor it so the algorithm doesn't come for us. But the woke police don't put dong on the web.
I have an idea for AI here. I just want to pose this. What if there were a way to alter an image of a cock or a pussy or a butthole to where it would not require censoring, but it still looked like cock, pussy, butthole, gooch?
This is a very good question.
They just put squigglers in there, so if you zoom in, it looks all weird, but you zoom out, you see.
Yeah. Or do like a double cock, like a there's just two, and because then it's like that's not
make it fantasy.
One cancels out the other.
Two positive equal negative. You're right.
And I'm serious about that bathroom break thing. I'm serious about that shit. I'm tired of people coming into the men's bathroom telling men what to do.
Sam, do you need to go to the bathroom? Because you're allowed.
I'll just say I went right before the podcast, had a great fucking time.
With the men in your bathroom?
I had a great time. and it's
Nice.
my business and mine alone. Okay, all right.
Good Lord.
Just spitballing here, guys. About
Yeah.
No,
Hockey.
and it's good that you keep bringing it up. It's not suspicious
Yeah. I'll see.
at all.
I'll go on Grok. See if I can get a uncensorable cock for you.
To look at in the bathroom.
This was a
Then
cock
the
that
The
couldn't be
uncensorable cock. The ultimate goal.
Like
The ultimate
HBO
prize. Huh?
HBO doc about
Yeah.
this was huge. I mean, every way, metaphorically, it was.
It's
a big
newsworthy.
deal.
If it's newsworthy, you have to show it.
Mhm. That's right.
Hello, I'm Micah, creator of Extremely Live. If you're enjoying what you're watching, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend. Please, that would be amazing. Extremely Live is a podcast and a live stream that is value for value. If you're getting value out of what we're making, we ask that you send us some value in return by going to extremely.live/donate. We'll take anything. We appreciate everything. And with that, let's get back to the video. What have I been getting up to? You got any more stories in your realm?
No, not that I can think of. If something comes up and it's real good, I'll just blurt it out.
You're definitely selling it as a fun multiplayer game.
It's a very fun. It's a very fun game to play with in the same room or like on Zoom with people. I would say the enjoyment I am getting from it has a lot to do with the fact that like we're both in the same room, split screen, because I get to yell at him and he refuses, even when it looks like we're definitely 100% gonna lose. He refuses to load, and so we have to play another goddamn half an hour just so we can die, because I know we'll die. He's like, it might turn around, and it only happened once.
That's fun. How long are your gaming sessions?
I don't know. Maybe like couple hours.
Nice.
I lose track of time when I play that game.
She's
It could be
glowing.
a
Look at her. She's glowing.
I'm glowing.
Someone's got a new favorite game.
I'm pregnant with a new favorite game.
Something's growing inside of her.
And that is a verb for Dungeons and Dragons or other tabletop games. Video games.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the Chris Pine Dungeons and Dragons movie?
I did. I quite liked it, actually. I saw it on an airplane. It's pretty funny. I was a little disappointed because they were going to do a sequel, but it didn't do well. I felt it was on par with like a Guardians of the Galaxy as far as like a goofy, fun spectacle. That's what I would compare it to. But like sword and sorcery style.
Yeah.
But yeah, did not do good. So I don't know if that's ever happening. But it's worth watching if you haven't seen it.
I might.
Yeah. I saw Chris Pine like made his own, or I think like had a directorial debut on some movie about some like eccentric LA guy, and it kind of was panned. And I saw this funny interview where he was like, the interview guy was clearly trying, like, I feel like the celebrity interviews now with like that are just on like little press junkets are like the people that are YouTubers are like way more involved. They like bring weird props. They're like weird fucked up fans basically.
Right.
But, he's talking to Chris Pine and he's clearly trying to get him to talk shit on reviewers because they panned his movie. He's like, I mean, what do you do when, you put so much work into something? Chris Pine's like, yeah, man, it sucks. Like, just LA is such a cool place, and like, it's what this movie is about, and it sucks when people don't like what you did, and yeah, so
Oof, that's hard.
Dang.
Chris Pine, beautiful man, would love to have sex with him, but ours
Just
movie.
go to the bathroom, baby.
I will say one of my favorite things is humiliation, seeing people be humiliated. And that's what I liked about that Chris Pine video.
That's definitely a theme for the videos you send to our group chat. That guy confronting his wife cheating on him. God, uncomfortable.
I mean,
yes.
I have yet to finish the video that Sam has sent.
I couldn't.
I get halfway through and start crying.
Yeah, it's so gnarly. Just,
I think,
what do we have here? What do we have here? It's just like, oh God.
What phones? It sounds so stupid and contrived, but what phones has done to our brains is so funny, and like people will be like, "I'm gonna make a video in this moment, and I will become a god, a hero." But then when the video's over, you're just standing there with your iPhone, like in the worst moment of your life.
Yeah, documenting it for all to see.
Yeah, then you gotta go in and edit it.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, guys, all I can say is I'm about to go to the lab, and I'm gonna post some shit on Twitter that will ruin your lives.
And I'm gonna put a filter on your face so you look like a dumb zombie cat.
I'm gonna put Dragon Head right on you. But yeah. That's what I like about that.
I've got a hard time.
I'm sorry.
Keep them coming. I do need to help my tolerance.
Yeah. That is what it feels like. It's like I'm building my cringe tolerance when Sam sends a little treat for us.
I did have a stint of watching the R cringe on Reddit.
Oh yeah.
And I lost a part of my humanity.
Because cringe, discomfort is something we all seek at the end of the day.
That and fake disorder.
Fake disorder cringe. Wow.
That one's real hard.
Yes. People that make little anime slides that are reminiscent of like proto YouTube High School Musical fan-made videos.
Yeah.
Lore about yourself.
Those DID system people, like this is Robin. This
and that's all anime.
Blue Jay.
Goku, he's the protector.
Yeah, Goku.
Yeah.
Girl, I don't think that's real.
I'm the entire Ginyu force in one person. This is Jace. This is Berter.
We gotta get these people friends.
Yeah.
There's always one that has like a British accent.
Yeah.
It's best when they're like going full method actor and they're like doing an impression of each of their, and then like you see them, they're not super happy with the little riff they did, so they have to keep searching for something to say. It's like a 14-year-old autistic child, and you're just like showing it to your friend, like, look at this fucking ass, look at this punk. And it's just so sad, but so much fun and gives me so much joy.
It fucks me up, but it's real good.
Yeah, this is true. I experienced the opposite of that in a new demo I downloaded.
Ooh.
Called
wow.
Yeah.
What a segue.
Yeah. You know it, baby.
You better deliver, dude. This must be the most heartwarming game.
Oh, it is. It's called Natsu-Mon. It's about you play as a little Japanese boy on holiday, and you just kind of run around in beautiful sunshine and catch bugs and meet people, and it's based on a PlayStation, I believe, series that has been in Japan for a while. That it came out before Animal Crossing, and I think inspired a lot of elements of Animal Crossing.
Oh, it looks adorable.
Yeah, it's a fun little game. I played the demo. I think I think it's like $40, so I might wait for a sale, but I could be into it. I could definitely snatch up this little game. I think on here I talked about a ROM translation of the first one for PS1 a million years ago, or it might have been the PS2 one, but it has like old tank controls because it's one of those where you leave the edge of the screen, then it loads a beautiful painted background, and then you have to tank control your way through the painted background. All of them have been like that, except for this one, Natsu-Mon, which has a 3D outside. It's a 3D environment, and then when you go in the buildings, it's that painted fixed camera position deal. I didn't mind the 3D exterior. I saw like people complaining about it, saying they didn't work as night. They didn't like the way it looked as much, like they like the old style. But I have to say, tank controls are pretty brutal in this day and age. So
Yeah.
I much prefer controlling, having modern platformer controls. I did buy a new game called Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe. It was on sale for $5. Never heard of this game. Came out in 2017. Looks like a sort of like a hand-drawn manga aesthetic.
It's Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes, exactly. It does look like white people drawing anime drawings. That's it.
Looks like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find it. But I mean, it looks really good and very cute.
It's pretty interesting. Like I played the demo, and it was good enough that I said, screw it, I'll spend $5 to play more. But basically, you go out and hunt monsters, and the fighting mechanics are actually pretty fun. Like you can do special moves and use magic and shit, and you fight all these big monsters, and you collect like chunks of their meat and like just ingredients for food they drop, and then you go back home, and then there's a cooking segment where you cook all the ingredients you've gathered fighting monsters, and the way you do that is a puzzle game, which at first I was like, I don't know if I'm into that. I would rather maybe like them have some kind of cool cooking system or something, but it was actually fun. It was just like simple match 3 kind of puzzle game. There's a couple twists.
Okay, look at that, and then look at that.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Anyway, just say it. It looks really cute.
It was fun. The characters are kind of interesting. And it's got that Harry Potter thing where you go off to a magical school and you're learning your craft there and meeting people there. So I'm excited to dip into that a little more. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
I'd watch it as an anime.
It does look very nice. They did a good job. Sam, you were talking movies earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. I saw Trap
with Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett.
We call him Josh Heartthrob in this house.
I was gonna say hard dick. Because everybody in my house in the 90s wanted to be sucking on his cock. You know what I'm saying?
Mom, Dad, my brother, my sister.
But it's funny because no spoilers. I won't give any spoilers, but the person doing the concert where the film is set is M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, who makes music.
Oh.
And it's like her music they use in the movie.
I thought you meant it was Josh Hartnett's character's daughter. So this is M. Night. It is.
Daughter.
Wow. So yep. M. Night is admitting he wants to murder because he's clearly the Josh Hartnett character.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
There's an interview with him where he's like, "Yeah, I was at a concert. I was seeing LCD Sound System, and I saw all these people, that had written bad reviews of The Village and even like Signs and shit, all my big movies. And I thought, what if I gunned them all down and got away with it somehow?" But that's not.
My daughter was in the crowd.
Yeah, What if my daughter witnessed it and saw how powerful I was?
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny because so much of the first part of the movie takes place in the concert that it feels kind of just like you're at like that concert.
Yeah.
And the person I was with kind of liked the music. So she just kind of ended up she enjoyed it, just kind of vibing as if she were a patron at the concert, which I think is funny because it's a movie, not some sort of like AI 4D ride, like something you'd see at Universal Studios, like the Adam Levine ride or something, where he sings a song about eating pussy and your mom can go in there and come. It's one person ride. But so yeah, that's funny. I think no spoilers, but the movie is disappointing. And I'll say you still go check it out if you're a Shyamalan head. M. Night is really funny. Every time he does a movie, it fails so spectacularly in such a particular way that it's so enjoyable to go through, discover, talk shit about after with you and your dumbass friends, and explain.
Why are we still giving that guy money?
He does a good job of getting that
it's
funding,
a monkey
baby.
paw situation where he was like, I want to get all of my movies funded for. And they're like, yeah, go for it, but you're going to be bad at them now.
It's that the hype, the ratio to like hype versus quality is so jarring in each, because every M. Night movie, it's like, oh my god, like when the teaser
his trailers, all his trailers are like perfect. You immediately want to see the movie. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Like when the Trap trailer came out and it was just a teaser and it didn't reveal the plot or anything, I was like, oh yes, first Michael Bayified school shooting or event. Just, mass shooting in general is going to be sort of James Cameron, Michael Bayified into a fun thriller for me to enjoy with my family. Maybe it's PG-13. They can fucking pull that off. But say images of terror and swearing or something. But so then I they get the butts in the seats because I really wanted to see that.
Yeah.
But when you get in the theater, and everyone knows, like, we've seen Old, we've seen this one, we've seen the one 6 years before. The Cabin one was okay, but we know generally that it's going to be funny and bad, I feel like, at this point. But I still enjoy the way that the badness unfolds. I think it's so entertaining. Like, there are fun things to look out for. First is the cameo, because he has a dumb cameo in every one of his movies.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
As like this, like, just to let you know, I'm the director too. And it's hilarious in The Village. It explains the twist. In this movie, it's different. It's just kind of a bit part. He gets them backstage, but that's always fun to look out for. And then you see it, and you're like, oh, there he is. What a fucking asshole. It's fun. And then the twist, and oh my God, it's so dumb every time, but it's always funny.
Is it
always funny to me? It's like kind of, and then sometimes he'll do something where you're like, damn, really? He went that route, which was the most predictable route. I'm thinking of Old in particular here. And he just fucking went there. And he spends like 10 minutes explaining it to you by just a character talking to other fake people in a movie. Like, awesome. It's so awesome. It's so funny. With this one, there wasn't as much of that. It was fun to see Josh Hartnett. The person I was with enjoyed the music. I kind of feel like I went to like a One Direction concert. It was like, I didn't enjoy the music, but it was kind of fun. I met some interesting people and enjoyed a pretzel and fucking had a fun. Maybe I go again to another concert. That would be my review.
Nice. That's a good review. That's I know the exact kind of feeling you're talking about, as far as like knowing it's not great but still being entertained for strange reasons. And he Did you ever watch Norm Macdonald's YouTube show?
Yes.
He interviewed M. Night Shyamalan, and it was really a good interview. If you haven't seen that, I highly suggest you jump on YouTube, look up Norm Macdonald, M. Night Shyamalan. It's pretty interesting. He's an interesting guy. Like, he is capable of making genuinely good movies. It just doesn't seem to happen very often anymore. It's very strange. Like, people like that Split movie. I remember people really being into that. I never saw it.
I remember I was going to school at the time, and it was a liberal arts college. There were a lot of people there that had been in pajamas for over 4 years, had not yet removed them. And so I remember when the movie came out, everyone was like, well, this is fucked up. Which it kind of is, to the idea of like turning like a mental illness into like a supervillain power is sort of fucked up. I more think it's funny. I think it's fucked up too, but I think that adds to the funniness of it. And we're finally at a point now where like the guy who plays the psycho in that movie, he's like talking about it on his GQ career timeline. Like, it's okay. You can come out now. Everyone's down to talk about Split as like a piece of art now. But I remember when I was at school, everyone was like, "This is fucked up."
That's so funny. I didn't even know that was a thing going on. I was so far removed from my my liberal school at that point.
At that point, I got the fuck out of there.
I got out of my mom's house.
I went to see it, and I kept just yelling "MAGA, MAGA" during the movie. Yeah, it was awesome.
Shit kicked out of me. But yeah, and it's also, it ties into Unbreakable, right?
That was I think was the twist, is that it was secretly an Unbreakable sequel. Which bums me out, because I love Unbreakable. Unbreakable's a good example of one of his movies that does everything right. Unbreakable's great. I haven't seen Sixth Sense since I was a little kid, but I think
I was thinking about the Sixth Sense a lot.
Yeah.
And the thing that bugs me is that, like, I guess I'm gonna ruin it for everybody, but dead at the end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you, like, I know the scenes that we saw, it was like, oh, okay, like, it's, like, sure, he could be dead, or like, no one's really talking to him. But then it's like, he's going on about his life.
How did he?
Like, not in those scenes. And it's like, like, isn't it weird that when you need change for the stack of the thing of gum you're buying, and the guy just, like, doesn't do anything,
acknowledge you,
and then watches a stick of gum just walk out the building all alone? Like, how? Like, what? This is
a good idea for like an extended version of Sixth Sense, where all these scenes are, it's blatantly obvious he's a ghost.
He's like, weird shit's happening.
Everybody's being freaking weird today.
Not me.
I would like an extended Sixth Sense scene where Bruce Willis as a ghost is taking a shit, and then his wife comes into the bathroom and he's like, whoa.
Shit on.
Yeah, and then she like sits where he's sitting and they morph, like, because he's ghost, and he's like, oh my god, and that's like the weird fucked up way that he discovers that like he's a ghost. Yeah. He's like smelling both of their shit at the same time, like, what the fuck? This is so fucking fucked up. And then he has to wipe his ass, so he like gets up, goes to the other room. Maybe, I don't know. I think that.
Or maybe he just doesn't figure it out, and he's still going like, "What a crazy day!
Why are you shitting on my balls, honey?"
I thought we did this our last time.
I can't catch a break today. Oh, M. Night. Let's get M. Night on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We joked about trying to reach out to him. I guess he lives in Philadelphia. He's like a big, he loves Philadelphia. And when we had the Club Video show out there, we were like, maybe we can get M. Night Shyamalan to come to Club Video.
I think if you hang out near the Liberty Bell long enough, he'll show up.
Mm-hmm.
He's out there hunting for twists. He's looking for twists.
He's like looking under bushes.
Yeah.
Anything here?
Oh man. Yeah, what a career that guy's had. You're right.
Yeah.
He just gets handed
Monkey
100
bought it.
mil consistently to do whatever he wants. They must still make money. That's got to be the only reason why, right?
I'm sure. I mean,
Yeah.
people still go to see it. All of
True.
his, because they hate watch it too.
Yeah, he does kind of have that contingent of people, I think, as well. Like people who are
Yeah.
rooting for it, fully
the
rooting
reason-
for it to be bad, kind of.
Yeah,
a
the
deal.
reason they couldn't get away with the other like Avatar movie is because it was so bad that they knew no one was gonna see the second one.
Mhm.
They were like, okay, like you fucked that one up, dude.
I forgot he
If you-
directed that.
Yeah, if you put
Yeah,
it
people
all in
hated
one
that.
movie, then like people would still watch it, but they weren't gonna go see a second one
Yeah.
because he did almost everything wrong.
Dang. It's
Because
too bad.
yeah, the one weird thing, the twist within that is that he did a lot of the things, like he changed the name Aang to Ong because it's more similar to what an Asian, dialect would say or pronounce.
Mm.
But then like, so it's like, sure, you're trying to be more inclusive with like actual Asian like
Culture or
representation,
whatever.
but then you're gonna cast white people as all of them. So it's like, so you're kind of like,
Hey, everybody gets a
Fucking
win,
it up.
Melisande. What's the big deal? We all get a little treat.
What if they
even
did,
the
like-
white people were mad?
What if they like gave Scarlett Johansson like racist makeup for Ghost in the Machine, Ghost in the Shell, or whatever? Like they're like doing shit with her eyes and stuff.
Oh
You're like,
god.
we're gonna absolutely get over this hurdle. This shitty news that's been coming out lately. People being upset with you. People making short films about how racist this casting decision is. We're gonna get over it with just a few simple
Just
pieces
a
of
little
movie
bit
magic.
of tape right here.
Mhm.
God, that'd be so funny if like they like made like an official like this is how we're gonna make this awesome and right, and everybody's gonna
Yeah,
feel
we're gonna
included.
correct
It's
our
like we're using
wrongs.
AI to Asian up her eyes. It's never been done. It's really gonna be a beautiful, inclusive film. Like
We
just
are,
like-
yeah, we're gonna replace her eyes with an Asian actress's
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, she
So
has an
then
eye
there's
stand in.
Not since The Irishman has such a technical cinematic feat been achieved.
That's so good. Oh man, please let's make reality as even more dumb.
Horrible.
Let's do it. Oh boy.
God.
Well, that's
Well-
fun. At least you had a nice time. It's a bummer when you like fucking hate a movie and you just paid almost $20 for it.
Yeah, you can. I do have to say, I've heard in a podcast you can ask for a refund.
Yeah, interesting.
I mean, I don't think you
Hmm.
can finish the movie and then ask for one, but I think if you walk out halfway through, you can. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a difficult conversation you're
Yeah.
walking into.
You're definitely a
can.
douchebag, but it's
Yeah.
possible.
You are going to ruin some teenager's day, but eventually just ask for the manager and you can
Exactly.
ruin their day as well, but you will get that $20
Yeah.
back.
Just be like, can I get free nachos? At least give me free nachos.
Yeah.
Awful film.
Pretty much.
I think I told you guys this story, but I saw Rat in a movie theater,
Oh,
and we came out
yeah.
and talked to the people. They wouldn't give us our money back for seeing a rat in there. So
Ugh.
I don't think. I feel
Yeah.
like that wouldn't, at least not at that place.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you could, yeah. This could be small town. This could be small town tricks. Maybe in New
Yeah.
York City, they just tell you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Like, this is the third rat we've seen tonight. Like, fuck
Yeah.
off, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm 16.
You think it's bad in the theater? You should see the popcorn machine, you idiot.
God,
You should see
adults are
under all
stupid.
of our hats. There's a rat controlling everyone here.
Taught me how to use the cash register.
Everyone's just wearing like one of those hats that just rests on the top of their head, and they just the manager like takes off his hat. The rat eats your face.
Yeah, they should do a Ratatouille sequel with like different careers, like what, like just like data entry.
Yeah, the Olympics just turns into a bunch of rats.
Oh man, Sam came over and we watched the breakdancing that everyone's taught, the Olympic breakdancing.
God.
Man, oh man, that story with that woman keeps getting crazier and crazier.
Wait, there's more to her life?
So now she's being accused of, apparently, I don't know what's true and what's people just wanting to dunk on this idiot.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is true or not, but the rumor is that she set up the entire system for getting sent to the Olympics and rigged it so that she would win. And like apparently, that's what everyone's claiming now. Exactly. So apparently Australia has much better breakdancers.
Well, I would hope so.
But she rigged it so that she was the winner of the
so
qualifying round.
Oh,
awesome.
I mean, honestly, for her sake, I do hope so.
Yeah.
And for Australia's sake, I hope so. Because then it's like, sure, maybe she just scammed her way to a free vacation.
Exactly. And that's what people are accusing her of.
Can you blame her for that? It makes me feel so much better that she's a scam artist and not an actual breakdancer.
Yeah. I think she should just fully embrace it, like Hawk Tuah girl, and like do interviews.
Yeah.
Because like people they're making fun of her, but none of it is like super mean, really. It feels like lighthearted.
I mean, you can't be mean. She's already.
I mean, it's just goofy.
Having her face on the internet forever. Like, at least the guy that put his dick on the bar, like, he's getting like, damn, good hog. She's
nice hog.
It's like you lost, but dude,
everyone else is like, damn, you're terrible at this.
I love the first brave commenter that takes it over the edge and says, like, I think this woman should be killed.
Yeah.
I love the person who is the tip of the spear and doing like a complete 360 from the conversation, being like lighthearted, goofy critique to this woman. This is a bitch that needs to be shot.
This is why women shouldn't be allowed to do literally anything.
Anything.
That's the internet, baby.
That brave soul who's like sitting there at his computer, just like kind of masturbating a little bit, sort of really frustrated, keeps dying in a game or something. Like,
and you know what kind of therapy he could use?
D&D. D&D therapy. Think about it, kids.
Think about it just for a little bit. I think South Carolina. If you're in South Carolina, or one of the Carolina, I don't know, somewhere near there, you are near the guy who founded the D&D therapy. So,
whoa.
Wow.
I'm just saying. I learned a lot.
What is the company that made D&D originally? Do you know?
Oh, shit.
It was Satan himself.
Yeah. Straight from hell. It was in the 90s, right? No, probably the 80s, I would bet.
80s.
Let's see.
80s. Interesting.
60s. Just like make up lore.
It came out of, unfortunately, it was a Nazi propaganda tool invented by... yeah, I'm curious now. Dungeons and Dragons.
Gygax?
Origin.
Does that sound...
Gygax?
Maybe. Published that year by Gygax, Tactical Studies.
Oh yeah, Gary Gygax. That's his name? Gygax?
That's a Dungeons and Dragons name.
That is literally like a boss battle. Found the
This
Gygax.
is where you run. This is where you run into Merchant Gygax.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I'm looking at the original right here. Yeah, I'm going to read about this.
Whoa, they were both very devout Christians. for a
Whoa,
little bit of
that's
their life.
ironic because
Yeah.
the type of Christians my parents were like, yeah, it's evil.
Yeah, no
burn it.
wizards. Like, yeah.
My
Did you not get a Harry Potter?
this is one of my core darkest childhood experiences.
Oh, no.
There was a book that came out that listed all the like secretly satanic things that are in your home that you think are safe or whatever. And of course D&D was on there. And when I was little, my dad used to play D&D with my older brothers. So they had to they stopped doing that, but in this book they claimed that Ninja Turtles were satanic. And me and my brother Josiah, every Christmas and birthday, we asked for Ninja Turtles. So
This is
get ready. You just get ready. So one fateful day, my mother barged into me and Josiah's room, started rounding up all the Ninja Turtles, all the D&D stuff my dad had, all these supposedly satanic objects. And they had a bonfire and burned them all.
Burned it.
And one of my core memories is me kicking through the ashes, trying to see if any of my Ninja Turtles survived.
Oh my God.
It's if there's ever a movie about my life, that's the scene right there.
Tearing
Your
up.
dad's just like, your mom's being fucking weird this week.
You're like, you've been dead for years, Dad.
Get out of my dreams, Dad.
I got goosebumps, Michael. That's how moved I am by that story.
It was I think I have even during it I knew this is very important and weird.
This is gonna stay with me, I think.
Yeah, it was intense.
You want to talk about toy torture stories? I remember one time we were walking around the Twin Cities. I was misbehaving, being annoying as shit, probably. And I had my fave Spider-Man with me.
Oh,
my dad, we're walking across the overpass the whole way. He holds him out over the overpass as we walk across it. It's like, keep walking around, dude.
Oh my
Keep
God.
fucking see what the fuck happens.
That is so awesome.
And he drops it.
Fuck around and find out, Sam.
Just like, you want me to feed Spider-Man to the highway? The one that's real in your mind and closest to your heart? You want me to do that right now, buddy? You want me to traumatize you?
God. That sounds like stuff I would do to my sister. But my main thing was I'd make her pinky promise shit. And she would bake. I might have told you this, but she would break the pinky promise every single time. And I would look at her and I'd say every time, I'd be like, if pinky promise means I gotta cut off your finger. You know? And she was like, I know. And then she would break the promise. And I'd chase her around the house with a knife.
That's awesome.
That is great.
So you're
Get
supposed
back
to do.
here, you bitch!
You fucking
I
whore.
told you. And that's why you gotta get your teenage girl with bipolar some medication stat.
That's right.
Oh boy, nothing like dumping family trauma on the show. It's good. It's good for you. This is our version of D&D therapy. The gamers rise up.
God.
Sesh. Oh man. You guys hear about this Plucky Squire? Hear about this Plucky Squire?
What?
What?
There's this game coming out, I think for pretty much everything, called the Plucky Squire. You gotta Google this. I got it. They just announced the release date. Comes out next month, September 17th. It looks fucking amazing. Like, so creative. You play as like a little toy almost like a Zelda type thing, but like you can like walk around in a 3D environment and there's like a book on the table. You can jump into the book and become an illustration inside the book and like get complete a quest in there and then pop back out and go on another kind of 3D adventure in the room and then jump into the design on a cup that is like a side-scrolling shooting game. It just looks so creative and fun.
I feel like there's this is made for like a specific purple-haired Gen Z girl with like pastel core room. And I think that there's going to be a lot of girls out there that are real horny for this game.
Yeah. A bunch of Gen Z girls and a 40-year-old man.
Yes. It's, oh my God, it's the My Little Pony of video games.
Yeah. The Plucky Squire. I'm a brony for the Plucky Squire.
Mm-hmm.
It is embarrassing to say that title. I'm really excited about the Plucky Squire.
And the faces that both Sam and I made when you were like, so, you know the Plucky Squire? And we're like, he's having a...
That's what I call my dick.
The Plucky Squire. Are you ready to meet the Plucky Squire, bitch?
Plucky. What an awful descriptor of your dick.
You know what?
Yeah, it's plucky. She said it was plucky. What is that?
It sounds like it's got a bunch of little weird flesh spikes coming off.
Yes, perky body part.
Like a barbed penis, like cats have. It's barbed.
Oh God.
Very.
What's wrong? What
you know what?
He does this all the time. That's what it makes
No.
Every time, yes.
You gotta do a Twitch of you playing that game, but just like yelling all the slurs, you know. I just really like
say all the gamer words.
Yeah, turn off all the lights so it's like just the screen that's lighting your face. And like rage. Like when you lose, just like break things.
That's a very funny idea. Actually, that's a great idea to play like cozy games, but like screaming and smashing shit.
You got it! Get your shit together!
I think you just unlocked a great Twitch bit that would get some views.
I think it only works if it's a dude.
I agree.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a class. Someone teaches like a class for like the Elvish language from Lord of the Rings. I think it would be fun to pay for the class, attend it, and like very softly but successfully ask for and receive all of the slurs in Elvish that exist. Like, just like
casually go about getting.
Well, you're like, you know, are there like there's political issues in Lord of the Rings? So I mean, are there words, derogatory terms, maybe in Elvish?
Asking
like,
for a friend.
It's what I'd like to do my final project on. You know,
I want to do a
in
Donald Trump inspired speech, but in Elvish, and I'm gonna need a few words.
Yeah. The dwarves are all rapists. They're drug dealers.
They're not sending their best imps.
What an
trolls.
Iconic line. They're not sending their best has been burned into all of our collective memories.
God, there's gonna be some plaque out there with an engraved image of Donald Trump.
Absolutely, like, great slam on someone. Like, I mean, most of his one-liners are like can be used pretty good. Like, if you are thinking a sports team is not looking good, you'd be like, you know, they're not sending their best. They're sending. You know who they're sending.
Yeah. Love him or hate him, he said some iconic stuff.
I mean, you saw that interview with Elon, and he's
yeah. I didn't listen to it, but I saw that was happening.
Embarrassingly, I saw it via the Comedy Central thing, and there is like a point where it's real, where he talks about how like Putin, or like he was telling Putin to like, you don't want to know what's gonna happen if you do this, and then apparently Pooh's like, no way, and I was like, way. And
he was holding Putin's Spider-Man toy over the highway, threatening to drop it.
And then they go on to like have him like in some voice actor probably doing his voice and talking a lot like about Pootie Tang. And I for sure was duped into thinking that was real, because I still don't know what Pootie Tang is. So I was like, I don't know, Donald Trump could like Pootie Tang or know it. And I'm one of the most gullible people in New York. So don't try it. I love it.
His latest thing of like being asked about, or not latest, but semi-recently being asked about like the pussy grabbing comments. He's like, well, you know, that was true for stars, really. That was true for stars.
Not me.
Think about it. You think if you're Tom Cruise, you can't grab a girl's pussy? You fucking stupid.
He's digging a bigger hole.
Yeah, but he just like, you give him like 3 months and he'll be like, I'll say the N-word in public, like live on television, and I
Talk
will
about
360
how
turn it around. Yeah. Give me like 10 minutes and I will fuck this whole thing sideways.
What a character. What a character. Let's move on from Donald Trump.
I voted for him. I voted for him. I put him up there, so
You mean current president Donald Trump?
That's right.
That's right.
The legitimate president of the...
Only Kid Rock heads know about that.
I do like the thing where they're like, so if you do think that Donald Trump is still president, that means he can't run again.
Yeah, that's true.
They're like, I don't... doesn't make sense.
Mercy, dude, get the fuck out of here.
If anybody deserves a third term, it's him, all right? Just grow up.
Grow. We can make a segue into your current, unless you have something.
No, what's your segue idea?
The devastation I felt. Shame on you boys for going to a comic store without me.
Yes, Sam and I, we for our listeners who don't hit up the YouTube channel, you should, because Sam and I dropped a new vid called Dollar Bin Diving, where we go to a local Brooklyn comic shop and hunt around
and break Melisand's heart.
Break Melisand's heart. And find some rando, interesting comics, and then we flip through them on camera. It's a fun time.
It's real good. I watched it while making some soup.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well,
tear soup.
Tear soup.
You definitely would have made like a better, more knowledgeable guest.
Yes, this is true.
No, it's not.
You and I are gonna go to.
That's true.
What is it? I can never remember the name. It's like Kuni Koyina or whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna go there, and I think we should both try and find like a manga we've never heard of before and just try it out. I think that'd be fun.
No, I'm down.
And they also have like all kinds of cool art, like supplies and like what do you call it? Like just paper and I forget the word, but like paper and pen products, and they got all kinds of really cool shit there.
And I'm gonna dress up in like full Lolita outfit.
I'm
gonna look like.
That would be great.
You gotta look like Mike has got to dress like the old mentor.
Like Master Roshi trying to look up her skirt every 2 minutes.
Just a sick fucker.
Yeah, it's an horny old man.
God. I gotta get those like really cute boots that make me taller than everyone. Because I'm already taller than everyone.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
It's gonna be great.
Do you think the teenage
girl?
Do you think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ever walked in on Splinter fucking some like desperate hooker that he like met on the surface?
Oh God!
I'm gonna say yes.
Well, that's what Micah's mom is thinking.
Yeah,
that's the Ninja Turtle.
Exactly.
Like, mom
that popped in my mom's mind, and she ruined my life over it.
God damn, I just think that would be amazing. Just Donatello, like, Master Splo! And it's just kind of like, yeah, I think that'd be great.
I saw Master
weird.
Splinter doing a strange wrestling move.
I like to imagine Splinter's hog like in puppet form. It's like that's how he exists to me in reality. Is that movie the first live action?
Yeah, totally.
Like this weird furry rod covered in some viscous rat.
Well, you've also heard the noise that turtles make during sex.
Oh
right?
yeah,
Those
I mean, of
videos.
that's what it is. It's high pitched.
And you just walk in and you just keep hearing this. What's he doing in there?
Rats. I mean, he would just do sort
He's
of.
just fucking a croc. Sorry.
I mean, according to the film, he would be doing just some sort of vague Japanese voice moaning. That's, I think, pretty much what.
Yeah. Oh, oh, that would be the fuck noise.
My God.
Oh,
Just this long, scary-looking puppet hog.
that poor actor who played April O'Neil.
Oh my!
Legs up over her head.
Just with the Splinter. Oh fuck! Just whoever directed it is playing Splinter in that moment. In some kind of weird furry.
I gotta tell Grok to draw this for me.
That would just, they're like, Master Splinter, we want to talk to you about some kind of fighting thing. And then they walk in there and he's like,
oh boy. Oh boy. What else? What else? What else we got? I got a couple things I could share.
I don't know. I would just say, go watch the YouTube video. It is very entertaining, and I'm not actually kind of upset. I'm not. I know they were worried.
You're getting your starring role. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, I know why they didn't invite me. It's because one, I don't own a bike, and two, they didn't want their heads shoved in the toilet.
Exactly. You're too mean.
It's stressful having a friend like Melisande that uses violence to communicate primarily.
Yeah.
But she
loves wet willies.
Mm-hmm. Wet willies and making homophobic comments about it.
Yes. I keep it under wraps for this podcast.
Pretty convinced she was emailing with my mom to find out some things that were really hurtful for her to say.
Yeah.
But
I was.
Yeah.
Speaking of wet willies, my brother at our little family reunion we had a couple weeks ago. He loves just being gross, but he's like, I'm gonna give you a reverse wet willy, and he just digs his finger into his ear and tries to shove it into someone's mouth.
Oh my God!
I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
I was thinking that he'd pick your ear and then lick it very sexually.
It's like the way your older brother wakes you up is like they'll just be like, Sam, and they'll like put they'll have already put their finger in their belly button,
exactly,
creating the most insane, fucked up smell ever, and they'll like put their finger in your mouth.
Ugh.
Like, wake up, buddy.
God.
I hate that older brother torture shit. So gross.
It's my favorite porn, but it really hurts.
Stepbrother torturing young son.
Gets me absolutely ripped up in my cock, but to be on the receiving end of it in a real situation is horrifying.
Yeah.
You go flaccid instantly.
Mm-hmm.
You should let your brother know I got one of those little picks for your ear.
Oh.
And mine, it's like a screwdriver where you screw it in your ear and it just pulls out
Does it work?
earwax. It works.
I kind of want one.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You can borrow mine. They have new tips.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you trust me. You don't want me to stick that thing in my ear.
No, it's got new tips for you.
That ain't coming out, dude.
This
Your
thing
ear
eats
swallows.
Q-tips, sucks them right in. I don't know where they go.
Have you
It's like that
guys-
video of the eye contacts, all of the contacts coming out. But it's just like Q-tip after Q-tip, like a magician's necklace, napkins.
What if like David Blaine one day exploded and it was just all the fish he had swallowed, and they just built up in there?
That's how most magicians die.
That's how a great artist dies.
An explosion of fish.
Did you guys ever get the water gun in your ear to clear out the ear in the doctor?
No.
And they
No.
show you this big gob. It's the most uncomfortable feeling ever getting shot in the ear. But it's very satisfying.
Did you have earaches as a kid?
All the time.
Yeah, me too.
My brother did.
Ah, okay. Yeah, earaches suck. Very
Those are
uncomfortable.
horrible.
Yeah.
Explain them to me, cinematic fashion, both of you. Go.
Just feels like
It's like someone's fucking your ear.
yeah, just like that. It's like if you had a headache specifically in your ear canal.
Yeah.
It just like wouldn't go away.
Yeah.
Very, very awful.
A sharp pain, yeah.
Yeah.
And they put like, did you get the like weird smelling like drops in your ear and then like...
No, my mom was... I don't even know if this is a good thing to do, but like if she would do like the old wives' tale thing of heating up like olive oil and pouring warm olive oil down your ear, which
I mean-
I'm assuming it just melts earwax. I think that's the idea.
Yeah.
No,
I think
shit
my
goes
stuff
straight
was-
to
it
your
smelled
brain.
like-
Shit goes straight to your brain, and you start speaking Italian. Man.
Yeah.
Don't.
I do
let her
remember it
do that.
helping, honestly.
Yeah.
But I have no idea if that's a good thing to do.
I definitely had something warm in or around my ear too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe my mom did like a holistic drop of something,
Yeah.
but
Some essential oils down the old
Yeah.
ear tube.
and then did a reverse wet willy.
Mm-hmm. I got some
Exactly.
comics I can rattle off real quick.
Oh yeah.
I grabbed that new EC comic I was talking about, Cruel Universe #1. Well, the last one I was telling you guys about was Epitaphs from the Abyss. And I said it was like 50-50, kind of
Yeah.
like had promise, but was a little wonky. Cruel Universe is good. Cruel Universe, much more good all the way through, and also feels like, whoa, this could be a cool thing. I've been on a sci-fi kick lately. Cruel Universe is more sci-fi. I watched the first episode of Deep Space Nine the other day. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I think little kids or like kids in school should have to watch Star Trek because it's very positive. A positive view of the future. It's a good way to model being a good person. It's very hopeful and like you know, all the different human races working together and
Yes.
you know, being respectful to one another and hard work and sacrifice. Sam. Okay, thanks, Sam. Yeah, it was just, but I'm serious. I think it would be a good thing for someone in like high school to watch. But Star Trek Deep Space Nine, episode 1, fantastic. Better than I remember. I watched it as a young lad.
Wine.
It really, really did. Minus a few Commander Cisco line deliveries that were totally bizarre,
Yes.
memeable, just so strange, the choices he was making. But other than that, great cast of characters, super fun. I'm excited to relive Deep Space Nine all over again. And I started watching because I grabbed a copy of an old 90s Malibu Comics licensed Deep Space Nine comic. I was like, damn, this is fun. Like, I like this. I should rewatch that damn show. And so I did. I've also been reading old Avengers and Captain America. And it's interesting.
Which age? Silver? Gold?
So it's a collection. It's one of those Penguin Classics collections. And for the Avengers, it's like issue 1 and then selected issues continuing on from there and jumping through the different eras, like the first run and then the like iconic people who took it over down the line. I have to say, at least early on in these like Jack Kirby, Stan Lee era, much clunkier and sillier than the other stuff. Like Avengers so far are just literally fight scenes. There's no story at all. It's literally just like, oh, bad guy's here. We have to fight him for 20 pages. Like there's no any kind of plot really. So it's like, this is kind of boring. And similar so far for Captain America. Kind of it's not hooking me the way like early Spider-Man, early X-Men, early what's the other thing I've been reading? There's one other one I can't remember. But I'm assuming it gets substantial as the story goes.
I always thought the comics with the teams were the stories are always kind of cumbersome.
Yeah,
they're like sort of where they would do the mainstream, like the Civil War stuff, because you're gathering all these fan bases. So I just stuck to the issues solely relating to the characters.
I agree. I think when it's like a big group, it's just like there's too much shit going on for anything real to happen, kind of.
Yeah.
The Fantastic Four is the other one I grabbed, and I really like that too. Sam, you have to leave, yeah?
Yeah, in like 4 minutes.
All right, let's wrap up. We've been going for a minute here, so.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut it short.
No, you didn't.
This is short.
This might be the longest one we've ever done. Check out the YouTube channel. We got some exclusive YouTube videos up there. We're going to do more soon. Melisande, I'll hit you up about that next. Gotta bother Manolo again to film probably.
Oh yeah. Once my address comes in.
Order your dresses that'll get us all the clicks, please.
Yeah.
We gotta exploit your womanly wiles.
My womanly wiles.
That's it. Go to extremely.live/donate if you'd like to support us, if you like what we're doing. You can go to Gamers Rise Up Pod on Instagram. Give it a follow. Melisande sharing nice treats up there.
Yeah, and I will post some screenshots.
Nice. Sam's got some cool vids coming too.
We got some crazy lightsaber reviews coming up.
I'm excited.
So excited.
All right, let's get out of here. You guys got anything you need to get off your chest real quick?
No.
All right.
I love you.
If you're a gamer and you're being harassed, email me and I'll fucking make it right.
Now we gotta do another Sam segment.
All lowercase sjvideorg@gmail.com. No face, no case. If you've been accused of murder, any type of assault, I will get you out of it.
Beautiful. All right. See ya.